Guy 205. Tonight, I'm here at Mercedes-Benz of Birmingham, Alabama's premier luxury retailer with a special treat for you. I have a S580 Maybach, very hard to come by, the absolute top pinnacle of luxury in my personal opinion, for very good reason. A lot of history behind the Maybach line. Wilhelm Maybach was one of the founding fathers of Mercedes-Benz, and we may not have all these beautiful vehicles here today without his genius of design here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this camera around to get you a little bit more information. And this right here is an absolute work of art. You're gonna notice the very clean body contour lines, the big, bold Maybach grille. You have the Maybach branding here in the front, as well as the raised Mercedes-Benz star, which is somewhat of a rarity in our product today. Chrome accents throughout. These are digital lightings. These have advanced LED lightings that actually have the ability to project animations in front of you with different updates for pedestrians, obstructions in the road. And this one here also has the big bold monoblock wheels, one of my favorite Maybach wheel. I think everybody associates this type of wheel with a vehicle like the Maybach, who did it first. And just super sleek. If you look how long this vehicle is, it's basically got an extended chassis to our standard S580, and it's going to have the recessed door handles, just like my EQ products and in the S model products. As you can see, come up, rub the handle, it'll come out. Once it senses your smart key is within range, you can always lock the doors by putting your thumb over one of the tabs on all four of your door handles here. Another super cool part, when the lights are on, these Maybach emblems, they're going to light up, they're illuminated as well. And just going to walk all the way around this model. As you can see, the Maybach badging in the back, advanced LED brake lights, dual chrome exhaust. In the Maybach, you not only have the top end Pinnacle of Luxury, but you're also going to have the performance. You need to get on it. This vehicle has a V8 bi-turbo. It's going to be pushing out almost 500 horsepower, over 500 pounds of torque, and it rides like a dream. Like I said, it's going to have this Maybach drive mode, so rear seating passengers, you're in for a real treat. All of our Maybach models will also have standard, what you would call a soft close door. So with this door, if you just barely close this, as you can see, it's going to suck it in and make that tight seal. Another standard equipment item on all Maybach models is the infrared glass. What that does is not only suppress noise for the Maybach, but it's also going to suppress heat. The Maybach will come standard with the MBUX 2.0, which is our latest addition to the MBUX family. It's going to utilize an OLED screen, and the 3D display is insane. You can turn 3D off and on for your driver's display with this little button here, which will give you that depth to your instrument cluster. And Mercedes-Benz actually has cameras on that instrument cluster, which is going to actually adjust to the way your head is positioned. But your right side display here will be your standard two-dimensional, somewhat three-dimensional, but it doesn't have the depth like it does in the instrument cluster. From your home screen, it's just like a smartphone. I can go between my different sub-menus here. I can go between, of course, settings. Smartphone integration is fully wireless, which I love. You never have to take your phone out of your pocket or purse. You just get in the car, turn it on, and CarPlay will link up, and it'll have a separate associated tab, so you can easily jump between your different menus. And just like Mercedes-Benz, you're going to have multiple information points available. I can see the exact degree of slope each one of my four wheels is on, how much percent brake, acceleration, engine dynamics. Super cool when you're driving. You can see how many pounds of torque, how much horsepower you're engaging at any given time, and how much boost pressure, temperature readouts. I mean, they give you a lot to play with as far as the telemetry of when you're driving this vehicle. Not only that, This is probably the most advanced navigation system that we've had available. Garmin does fully design our navis head to toe. And as you can see, we have that set to a 3D. You can change that in multiple different ways by simply hitting the button here. You can go 2D, you can go 3D, you can point north. And, you know, it has intelligent route communication essentially. So if I'm driving down the interstate, it knows I'm getting off the next exit. I have that tracked in my Navi. When I'm getting off that exit, it's already going to start slowing down my vehicle, even bring you down there to a complete stop because it knows the route that you've already selected. Now, the easiest way to change your ambient lighting, for example, you have your comfort menu here, which is going to be a little different on the Maybach. The Maybach comfort menu, you have a ton of options. You can go through several different modes of massage, as you'll see here, and you can do that for driver and passenger. But wait, in the Maybach, you can do that in the rear seats as well. The rear seats will have massage seats, heated seats, ventilated seats. They recline, and that's really the point of a Maybach. I mean, these cars are made to be driven in, and there's just so many different levels of comfort that I can set up. I can go in the seat. As you can see, I can adjust my lumbar, my shoulders, side bolsters. I can make these contour seats dynamic. So when I'm driving, if I got level 1, level 2, as I'm taking a corner, you know, you might be turning a corner to the left, you'll feel that right side bolster stiffen up. Helps really keep you centered in position to your driver's seat. You can adjust your heat settings. These do have the rapid heated seats and armrest in the Maybach. And as you can see, everything is fully customizable. I can turn on my steering wheel heat. It's got neck warmers, adjust the surface heating. And then of course, everybody loves the ambient lighting. It's set to a monochrome color right now currently, but if I want to go to a multicolor, which I prefer, you know, the multicolor templates, as you'll see, are going to change and put different colors, different areas of the vehicle. So you'll have a lot of options. You won't get bored in a product like this, because I can just, man, hey, I'm feeling something a little more green, no problem. Change that up. As you can see, everything is kind of flows together in these multicolor themes. And just really easy to really change the whole ambiance. When you go into your effects tab here as well, you'll get different light signatures for different operating feedback. Warnings, if I'm getting out of the car to the left, it senses a vehicle coming up on my side I may not see. It can flash at me to make me aware of that. And of course, the multicolor animation will slowly rotate between all the colors in the palette that you have selected. Now, back here, from a media standpoint, we have probably the best audio system I've ever heard in a vehicle in these Maybachs. It has the 4D surround sound in here. This is a Burmester system, which is absolutely exquisite. One of my favorite things about the 4D sound, okay, is I can completely dial in where my seating position is, where do I want to focus the full dynamics of this sound system. And not only that, but when I go in here to sound profiles, this tool right here, if I was buying this car, I'm gonna make my own independent profile. Now, when I set up my own personal profile, it's gonna kind of walk me through it. So as you can see, I'm gonna just walk you through establishing a profile. I can tweak all the different levels of sound. The strings, turn that up a notch. The balance between the bass and the string. I can even tell you the volume level where you want to find to be too low, which I like mine loud. I can also adjust, again, balance here. The percussion, I like a little bit more percussion in my music. And then here it is, look at this here. You can just adjust between sensitive, speech. I like that intensive. And then look at this. I can make it wide, big, turn my surround sound up a notch, change the overall punch, personalized sound profile. Check this out. That's my original. That's my sound profile. If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. In regards to drive modes available for the Maybach, just like most of my current Mercedes-Benz generation products, you'll have a dynamic range switch here. If I hit the dynamic either way, you're going to have multiple drive modes to drive within. Individual is one that I can completely customize by hitting the little cog wheel there and make it exactly how I want it. Sport mode is going to give you max throttle response, max shift points. Your comfort drive mode is going to be probably the most comfort in your ride. And then this one has a Maybach drive mode. This is only going to be on Maybach products. And what you get out of Maybach is it designates the most comfortable ride to the rear seating passengers. The advanced parking system that is going to be standard in the Maybach, as you can see here, when you hit this little P with the camera icon on it, you're going to be able to pull up all of your surroundings. Right now it's set to an automatic view. I can actually move this around to actually see different points. When it comes to the sides of the vehicle, the front, the back, the rear, it doesn't matter. You can actually tune in right there. You can pull up your different camera angles if I just wanted to see directly at the driver's door, the passenger's door on this side. Make sure everything's all clear, the fronts, the backs. It just gives you a ton of options. And you can also get the GPS position, just save that, parked it. And, you know, this vehicle will have the dash cam and the Guard 360 camera, which is also really cool. If you're in the grocery store, somebody dings your car, it's going to immediately activate your Guard 360, and it's going to store those videos of your surroundings to a USB-C thumb drive that you can easily adapt to one of your USB-C points. It also has a self-parking feature. You'll notice right here where it says parking assistance. When I go into parking assistance mode, if I'm driving right now, I put this vehicle in gear, the vehicle is going to start scanning. As soon as it finds an acceptable space, all I have to do is select it, tell it which way I want to park, forwards, backwards, or parallel, and it's going to do all the heavy lifting for you. Diving into the available settings you can tweak for the Maybach, when you hit the settings button here, you can go into your settings by either hitting the vehicle icon from your home screen or by hitting the little vehicle icon here on your capacitive touch bar. And it gets pretty in depth here, man. You can really, you can turn off and on all your driver's assist systems, which this model will have. All the Distronic, the active distance assist, active steering assist, lane change assist. The collision avoidance in our new generation driver's assist systems is pretty incredible. Not only does it have auto collision braking, it can make evasive maneuvers in a matter of milliseconds to also avoid a collision. Somebody slams their brakes on in front of you, etc. Anytime you see one of these little wheels next to one of these guys too, you can bring it up and adjust and tweak the settings. So early, medium, late, advanced, you can make a lot of different changes to how sensitive you want all this stuff. You know, traffic sign assist going to pick up all of your traffic signs as you drive by them. A lot of this information is also streamed to your holographic image up here on your windshield, which is really hard to see in the video, but you'll be able to get navigation, AR Navi up there, 3D Navi up on your heads-up display, you know, multiple different you know, drive point information there as well. You know, all these things can be tweaked for sensitivity or turned off in its complete entirety. As you can see, just a ton of different things you can go between. You know, if you live in a city where you've got toll roads, you can link that up to where you can scan that into your U-Pass or whatever it is you drive on. All the different comfort, you know, occupant protection. You can disable airbags. You can make belt adjustments to where the vehicle's gonna, you know, find the optimal retention points in case of a collision. You know, just lots of ways to really make this vehicle your own. The light settings. This one does have digital lighting. One of the coolest things that we've come out with, in my opinion. You know, this, say it sees a pedestrian on the side of the road, you're going around a corner at night, the headlights in front of you are going to project animations on the road in front of you that are going to point directly at the potential obstruction. So very, very advanced lighting, along with, you know, dynamic, intelligent LEDs are going to be standard. All these things you can tweak, you know. We've already kind of covered ambient lighting system settings here. You can go in, you can adjust your voice assistant in your Hey Mercedes functionality. As you can see, she'll pop on right there. When I link your account with our Mercedes Me Connect app, it also has access to the internet, so it can you can ask it pretty much anything, and it'll come back with an answer for you. Let me just try this out real quick. Hey Mercedes.
How can I help?
What can you do?
I can help you operate different functions easily and intuitively.
And when you ask her what she can do, I like to show customers that because it kind of breaks down all the different levels of functionality that you can take advantage of with this digital assistant. Mercedes-Benz spent a ton of money on R&D for this voice technology, and I think they did a good job. I mean, to me, it's on par with any Google, Alexa, Siri that you're going to find out there on the open market.
Subscribe to this service.
Guys, there you go. If you would like any additional information on this or any of our Mercedes-Benz products, please don't hesitate to contact me direct at 205-504-2358. You can reach me there by phone or text, or check me out online at themercedesguy.com. I really appreciate you sticking around for this whole video. I hope this has helped you out. And if I could ever help in any way, again, make me your very first call, because I can make you this personal guarantee. When you make it out to Mercedes-Benz of Birmingham, expect excellence.